Hello, 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 hello. I closed my thing real quick and I gotta open it again. Where is it? There it is. I'm sorry, I got distracted. I got hung up. Do that there. Uh, 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 all right, yeah, that's working. I gotta check real quick because yesterday no, was it yesterday? I don't know. I'm losing track of time really bad. All right. I haven't been streaming as much as I would like to. It sucks. But I'm here now. We've started. I don't have an idea for my sketch or my doodle, but I'm sure I'm gonna figure it out along the way. Will I be doing requests? I don't think so, because every time I do go to do requests, I always feel like whenever I do, someone's like, "Man, draw Pikachu." It's like, okay, random person, and it's just like I'll be done in like 5 minutes, and I'm like, "What do you think?" No response. Hello, Godzilla, and welcome. So sorry. I've been streaming at weird times. The seasonal depression and being asleep for long times and human interaction with other people been, I don't want to say getting in the way, but there'll be like a time where I'm like talking to someone and I'm playing a game and I'm like, you know what? I need to live my life and be in the moment and just play this game and not just be a content monster. And that's what I've been doing. Also Switchy, hello. I'm trying to decide if I want to do like little vague bits here where I'm like, ooh, they're kind of like translucent and then I'm like kind of sketching, or if I just want to go like full, like just black. Titles are hard, all right? Titles are so hard. I thought for so long, that was another reason why I didn't start streaming like immediately too, was titles are hard to come up with, okay? They're so hard some days. Because I'm like, what do I call a stream that'll make people want to click on this video to where I'm just doing a bunch of random bull crap? Ooh. Also, I've been dealing with the urge to play Warframe again. Part of me wants to play Warframe like a lot on stream, but I need people, or I would like to play with people instead of playing solo. And I would like those people to know what's going on because the Warframe's been through so many updates and I'm so lost in Warframe to where I'm like, yeah, I'm like, I kind of want to just like kill stuff and have a good time. And I don't want to be like trying to figure out what the mission objective is and all the funny little stuff. I just want to kill stuff. Stream out of nowhere, on brand. That's a pretty on brand name for a stream. Also, Warframe's getting a lot of attention right now because they had it at the streamer award or whatever. You know the awards show that sucked butt? You should get into the addiction. The problem is with my addiction is that every time I play Warframe, I feel like I'm just wasting my time because I'm like, damn, nobody asked for this stream, and I have no one to like enjoy Warframe with. Like, you know when you like play a single player Minecraft world and you make a kick-ass house, but it's on an offline server and you can't really invite any of your friends to it. And so you just kind of have a kick-ass house for your own validation. But there's a part of you that's like, damn, I really wish I could share my kick-ass house with somebody else. Um, That's what it feels like with Warframe. If you play Warframe solo and you enjoy it, you can enjoy it for a long time. I've enjoyed playing solo Warframe for a very long time. But at a certain point, when you're like going through a grind, a really long grind session, and you're like, damn, I wish I had like another human being to talk to that isn't one of these randoms. And that just kind of sucks. But I need to figure out how I'm doing this. Yeah, I feel like that's like the consensus Godzilla, to where a lot of people are like, yeah, I played Warframe, but I didn't like play it a lot. There's a part of me to where I want to do the standard, you know, artsy, like, ooh, look at this. We started with a circle. We built off the circle. And then I want to do what I did last time, to where I'm like, yo, I'm just doing outlines. I'm just doing lines. I'm just straight hooking stuff at the page, and it just sticking. I think I might just do. I think I might just hook. I'm growing to appreciate the honks from the geese. Goose? Yeah, it's a goose because it's singular. Geese is plural. Gooses, goose eye. Uh, where's geese singular and a goose is a completely different bird? Are gooses and geeses two different birds? Or are those just different, the same way to describe the same bird? The questions I need answered. There's a part of me why I kind of wanted to do like this like scratchy kind of like sketchbook look. And there's another part of me to where I'm like, I want to practice and like get like the really nice like smooth line work, but I'm like, look at that, that just looks so rough. A geese is a group of goose. All right. That's good to know. That's very good to know. I also want to apologize again for having like not enough streams lately. I've not feel good. I also just been like enjoying social interactions, which is healthy for a human being, because I should have social interactions. Trying to figure out right now if I want layers, multiple layers, or if I just want to just like do the one layer and just kind of keep building off of it. I think we're gonna do the one layer. How dare you have fun off stream? I know that one's sarcastic. But yeah. But I've been doing a lot of Ultra Rumble off stream too. And I know a lot of you dudes probably don't have as much interest in Ultra Rumble, and it's like, well, no one, you gotta stream it to get like more audience. It's like, yeah, that's true too. But at the same time, they're anime fans. Do you really want a bunch of anime fans to come into our wonderful streams and tell us why they think Goku should have kissed Vegeta on the mouth in Dragon Ball Z? I don't know, actually. That could be kind of... No, I don't want that. Never mind. I was about to say, I'm like, that could be kind of fun. That could be kind of goofy. That could be a kind of a vibe. And I'm like, no, no, I don't want that vibe. That's a bad vibe. Yeah, sarcasm is... I've said this on stream before. I know you've definitely heard me say it before, Godzilla. But I was like, yo, I'm like, you guys can't be sarcastic on stream because... Or like in a text chat, because I'm like, yo, that's a text format. Like, sarcasm is one of those things that involves like body language or at minimal a tone of voice to it's like you're obviously being sarcastic. So it's like, yeah, I totally sold our child for a cigarette, honey. That's totally what I did today. Uh-huh. And your significant life partner, other, whatever you want to call it, would be like, okay, He's clearly being sarcastic, and he clearly did not sell the child for a cigarette because he really wanted the smoke. I will say this pro tip if you're going to streams, don't let your first message be super sarcastic because you'll either look like an ass or they'll think you're completely serious. I haven't really figured out the rest of the pose yet for my guy, but we're gonna figure it out along the way. I'm taking the painter's approach for this one, I think, to where I'm just gonna kind of just go for it, and if I don't like it, I'll just draw over it until we get there. I want to get this nose what you right first, though. Just a little bit more correct. Looks a little bit better. All right. Stream is cutting out. Oh. I think that's on the Twitch side. I think Twitch just sucks. I know YouTube likes to cut out super early, too. I just... This is why streamers have, like, that 30-minute wait screen. Besides, you know, before they start, people have a chance to, like, jump in and, like, wait before they start doing their, like, big, like, show. I mean, like, if I had more of an audience, I would do the wait screen thing, too. Where I'm like, yo, guys, I'm gonna have this wait screen up for, like, 5 minutes, and then we'll start with our conversation. Or if you're not chronically online and waiting around for these streams. But, I know you guys are people with busy lives and having to do many things with it. Gonna like start putting down hair. Not anymore, you jinxed it. Wait, what did I jinx? I said a lot of things. Do you guys not have busy lives with many important things to do? You guys do indeed have all day to sit here to watch me draw a funny picture. I'm gonna draw a super realistic globe of the Earth. Actually, no, I'm gonna draw a super realistic galaxy. All right. By galaxy, I mean our galaxy, and by galaxy, I mean a little like what's the little diorama called, or a little diagram of like all the planets and stuff. It's not planetarium. It's not observatory. Um. Mm, little smile. No, I got lost in my thoughts for a second. No, I kept on looking over to Twitch and Godzilla's like, no, 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 you jinxed it. You jinxed it. And I'm like, in my brain, I'm like, what did I jinx again? I jinx a lot of things. And then I knock on wood because wood fixes jinxes. Everyone knows that until it doesn't. You know what I did try watching before stream, or at least this morning, because I had time and I was like, ooh, I'm like, I wanna try and watch it. Was the new Percy Jackson episode? The new Percy Jackson episode from Disney Plus, because Percy Jackson season 2 started, and I'm like, ooh, I want to watch that. And I was just like, I just want to see it because there's only 2 episodes, and now there's 3 episodes, and I want to see the new episodes. And I started watching it. I got like 10 minutes in, and they're like 50-minute episodes. And I was like, wow, I'm really not invested in this right now. And I just kind of shelved it. I just wasn't really that into Percy Jackson, I guess. Which is really weird. I'm not sure if you guys ever go to like do something and you're like, wow, I really don't feel like watching the entirety of One Piece in one sitting. Me drawing my hair completely different every time I attempt this. To be fair, I like drawing my hair a little bit different each time just because it makes it more real, because your hair is not the same every day. I always like to think my hair looks the same every day, but it's long right now, and it's just different. It's just sitting different now, and I need to get it cut. I actually got frustrated with it like a week ago, and my hair was in my eyes. And normally I don't care, but like for that day, I was like, it was just really bothering me, and I'm like, you know what? And I just like snipped it. I just snipped my hair. Don't snip your hair. Never do that. It was only a little bit. It was like 3 strands, and I'm like, ooh, I'm like, I shouldn't do that. I should not be cutting my own hair. Mm. I'm gonna file save this. I just want to look at one of my other pictures that I have real quick. I always draw the hair a little different. I'm just like looking how I did hair in my other pictures real quick, and I'm just like, yeah. I never do a good job. Never do a good job with it. But anyways, it feels weird. The year's almost over. So much happened. Cannibal Soup. Made 3D printed chicken. Well, you have to be like crazy to cut your own hair. It wasn't like I was like, bro, I'm gonna give myself a whole new haircut. It was just like one of those things to where I'm gonna talk about Campbell's Soup later. I'll shelf that in the back of my brain. But I'm really not feeling this picture at all. We're gonna erase this. This is bad. This is not what I wanted. Erase. Start over. No, but it wasn't like I was just trying to cut like all my hair. I just wanted to just do like a little a little bit here and there. And it it's not bad. It's not bad. It was literally just like just my bangs and not even all of them. Why did I click on my Discord with my pen? What do you mean is it? Oh. You know what I haven't done and I should have done and I still need to do is I have like a whole list of like shorts I haven't released yet for the channel and a bunch of other stuff too. And I'm like, I just haven't, because I've been asleep so much, I haven't put it out in content form and I haven't posted any new stuff on the TikTok in like forever. And it's like, oh my gosh, we have a TikTok. It's like, yeah, we have a TikTok. You didn't know it. There's a no one TikTok out there that's existing. And I haven't checked it in like forever. I bet you I have 0 followers. Let's see if it has followers right now, actually. Hold up. I'm opening up my phone. All right, let's mute TikTok so my phone so it isn't screaming. Go here. Go to my phone. Accounts. Shouldn't there be like switch accounts? There we go. Hold up. This is not an easy thing to do. All right, give me a second. My bad. I just had to open up my email to do the stupid 2-step verification stuff. But yeah, there's so many stuff I didn't do. And should. And I need to. Now, before I forget, switch my phone back so I can doom scroll later. There we go. Go back to doom scroll. All right. Okay, you should not do that. I just saw biting down on a speaker to feel the vibrations through my teeth. That's like some stuff you do to teach like kids that can't hear how to speak method right there. Hmm. We're gonna get a little bit of neck. Gonna do this. I like how this is like my whole creative process. Like in all my sketchbooks, I just do this. Like sometimes I just have like a bad page and I'm like, bad page. And I'll just flip the page to the next page because I'm like, I can't erase all of it like I did earlier. So I just kind of like just make a whole new piece. But it's a waste of paper. You'd be like, that's such a big fat waste of paper. And I'm like, yeah, it is. It is a big fat waste of paper, but a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for? Time? No. Wait. I mean, like, yeah, definitely time. But, that's the words that I wanted to say. The words I wanted to say are, sometimes you gotta start over, and that's okay. Yeah, you shouldn't be putting anything in your mouth that's not food. Maybe sometimes your fingers. Fingers can go in mouths, okay? You may be like, what do you mean by that? It's like, you shouldn't be putting your hands in your mouth. It's like, I never said you're putting your hands in your mouth, all right? When you go to the dentist, they put their fingers in your mouth, okay? And that's a thought I just had, where every time you go to the dentist, they're putting their fingers in your mouth. And it's a normal occurrence. And we haven't been questioning this. And you'd be like, what are you talking about questioning this? I'm just saying, if someone has their fingers in your mouth, they could be putting microchips in there. Or convincing you that the moon is real. The moon isn't real. It's a hologram. Aliens blew it up 70 years ago and they don't want you to know. How do you think we made it to the moon so quick? Because it's not real. And it never was. Well, maybe it was at one point, but not right now. It's a hologram right now.
Start digging in your butt, twin.
What? What?
It's so loud. I have my speakers up way too loud for that. So what are these eyes? I can't draw this morning. I'm having a morning to where I'm like, I just can't. That, do that. A little bit of hair there, a little bit of hair there. A little bit of hair there.
Better to come in the sink than to sink in the cum.
Yes, Master Chief. Anything you say, Master Chief. Remember, always listen to Master Chief. He knows better than you. He knows better than all of us. Did you stop the Covenant? No, I don't think so.
Hot wizards in your area. I don't want love. I just want sex. See my orb.
I like that you're just like mashing all the buttons on the soundboard. And I gotta say, that's A-okay. I fully encourage this behavior. Mash all those buttons. I put those buttons there for a reason. They're just going to waste if you don't hit them. This is such a bop. I still love this button. The button that doesn't get hit at all, or the least, is that one. Pedro gets like 0 action. Or at least that Pedro. My hair's kind of long, so my doodad wouldn't sit up like that. It would sit a bit farther down. I feel like there's a part of my brain that's trying to like make everything perfect. And that's not a reality whenever you're doodling, is everything can't be perfect unless you're just like goated like the guy that draws like Naruto nonstop or Oda, or you're just like a professional. It's just not a reality you can achieve. So I'm not going to. Them eyes are better. You may be like, no one, you literally just drew the same exact eyes over again. It's like, nuh-uh, nuh-uh, I didn't. And you'll be like, uh-huh. And I'm gonna be like, nuh-uh, nuh-uh, those are completely different. They're different. They're different. Don't think too hard about it. Thinking too hard's bad for you. That's where depression comes from. Don't be depressed. Boop, boop. Big smile. All right. Gonna put some eyeballs on real quick. Get some eyeballs. Get some eyebrows too. All right, we have eyeballs, sort of. Time for booty. All right. Part of me wanted to change up the design to be a little bit more Christmas. What do you think? A little bit more Christmas? Do I want to make it a little more Christmas? A little more merry? A little bit more festive? I could make it a little bit more festive. I'm gonna make it a little bit more festive. Okay, hold up. No, erase that part. Dish part.
There is no I in team. However, there are 6 I's in fuck it, I don't care how big the room is, I cast Fireball.
Words to live by, honest to God. You should just cast Fireball. You ever see those TikToks where people just spread misinformation nonstop? And it's like, bro, I've been doing this wrong my whole life. It's like, no, you haven't been doing this wrong your whole life, all right? The TikTok's lying to you. You've, in fact, been doing your life correct, and this person's doing it wrong. But I'm eating waffles and building a desk at 3 a.m. It's 3 a.m. for you? That's crazy. That's crazy that's 3 a.m. for you. I thought it was a different time. I thought you were in a different time zone. Unless if you're not the person I'm thinking of. In which case, the hair different. Can't seem to get hair correct right now. Frustrating me a little bit. I hate hair. I hate drawing hair. I swear to God, there's some people that are like, I love drawing hair. It's like, shut the hell up. Also, hello, KU. I hate drawing hair. Anyone who likes drawing hair is lying to you. Or they don't know how to do it right. It's one of the two. No one enjoys drawing hair. Unless you draw it the exact same every time, or you're like a goddamn professional. No matter how I do this, I always feel like this looks super duper janked. Put that there. Up and over. Down. Back up. There we go. No, I just haven't finished doodling the face yet. I could just like boop. That's a good face. That's a good face right there. I'm gonna let that stick there for a minute while I just do my other stuff. Yeah. We're just gonna continue. What was I talking about? All right, so I'm just like doing like a little fleece hood. Everyone likes fleece. No, but I saw the biggest piece of misinformation on TikTok this morning with fleece hoods, and it was like some lady, and she's like, "Yo, you've all been using your fleece hoods wrong." If you're like, "What's a fleece hood?" It's like you ever see like movies that take place in Alaska and they have that fur around their hood. That's the like fur or fleece hood. And essentially she's like, "Oh, you put your hood on and then you fold and tuck all the fleece inside the hood. So there's more inside the hood." And it's like, "No. In the history of everyone ever wearing hoods with fleece on them, no one's ever done that. Because if people do that, they would have done that. And if that's how that was designed to be, they would have had that be the case. Next year, I'm going to start clipping so I can make a no one out of context 2020. That'd be so good. That would be so freaking funny, Godzilla, if there was an entire clip of just like greatest stuff. It's hard for me to clip because I always told you guys in the past, but I don't know when I do something funny because I don't think it's funny. And a lot of the time when I am funny, it's not so much to where I'm like, damn, I'm funny as hell. It's like I'm just being me, and then people are like, bro, what was that even English? What did you just say? And it was like, what? I'm like, I'm just talking about like how Campbell's cheated the poor working class because they decided to 3D print chicken because that's for poor people. Like someone out there is gonna be like, damn, that's a funny thing. And I'm like, that wasn't a joke. That was a serious situation that actually happened this year. If you ate Campbell's chicken soup this year, that wasn't chicken. It was some pink like gloop made to make you think it was chicken, but it wasn't. Oh yeah, 100% and out of context um of me would just be vile. But it'd be so good. It'd be so good. I'm also just trying to be more me. Because sometimes when I'm streaming, like I'm realizing like when I'm watching clips back, I'm like, damn, I'm like, I paused there. My brain stuttered, and I'm like, I gotta have less brain stutters on stream. Or less like, damn, I forgot word. It's like, no, shut the hell up. Stop forgetting words. We've been speaking this damn language since we've learned it, and we've learned no other. All right? There's no excuse for us to be doing a bad job at the only language we know. Let me redo this part. Mm. There we go. That looks better. Wait, you don't speak more than one language? Well, no, I speak many languages. Most of them made up. But yeah. Just like any good language, I made it up. Wait, no, I said that wrong. Like any good language, it's made up. I'm not responsible for that. I like to imagine that there's some caveman out there and they're like, damn, we make all these noises with our mouth. We should probably do something with this. And then that's how language was made. Erase these crappy lines. I like that I look over and it's just like, yo, you want to start talking about the amazing Digital Circus featuring characters that you love, like Cigarette, the chain smoking monkey, or Cramble, the talking apple. These are definitely real characters from the Amazing Digital Circus, not ones I totally just made up right now. Mm. Mm. That's where the random noises. I hope you enjoyed. We should return to the monkey. What, Cigar, the chain smoking monkey that does not care about the please do not smoke signs? I should. Definitely. I close the window. Here a second. I gotta close my window. It's freezing. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Window closed, freezing, Digital Circus, stuff I was doing off stream, fake chicken in the soup, a monkey. Which one do we want to talk about? Which one am I feeling in my heart's desires to conversate about for the next 15 minutes? Easy. It could be any one of these things. You know, for the longest time on streams, I always struggled with talking about junk on stream, and now you just can't shut me up. You just can't. I even see it in, like, my personal life when I talk to people. All I want to do is talk. It's crazy. Like, genuinely. Why my pen no... Oh, it's in eraser mode. But anyways, less about me. Let's talk about something else. Like how the Digital Circus, you're all gonna have to wait months before they put out the next episode. And how people aren't gonna be able to cope, just like Deltarune fans, just freaking out because they're still waiting. They waited 7 years for chapter 3 and 4, and now they're waiting for chapter 5 and 6. Not me though. I ain't doing them chapters. I ain't doing them chapters till I see something to where it's like until I see a release date for 5 and 6. And then maybe I'll do chapter 4. Not before. Never before. There's also like a bunch of the random hate we can talk about on the internet. I mean, like, that's like super easy. You know what I want to hate on? Here's your 10 minutes of hate, all right? So, before this stream, part of the delay was I was like, yo, I just want to do like a few games of My Hero because I'm like, I don't want to do a full stream of playing the My Hero Ultra Rumble game, but I'm like, I want to just get like a few games in. I just want a little battle royale. And one of my friends were on. I'm like, yo, I'm like a little battle royale, few quick games, and he's like, yeah, a few quick games for the Gym Jam. And so we played our few games, and we're just like quick play, pick some new characters, have fun with our new characters, you know, like you do in a video game when there's multiple character selection and you're like, yo, quick play. Quick plays for learning new characters, like it should be. And we went to Quick Play, and we saw the sweatiest, most unemployed, unskilled players to ever exist. And we got them 4 games in a row. And 2 of those games we left before, like, we made it to the pregame lobby, saw they were there, and we're like, yeah, we're just gonna leave. Like, first game, it was like, damn. We got the sweaty, unemployed final boss losers that have 0 skill because they just used aimbot characters. That's unfortunate. Oh well, GG. Let's move on. And then, what's the words I was looking for, which I forgot because they're my language. We made it into a second match, and the second match was a bot match, and there was like half the teams were just like bots, and we're like, bro, it's 10 on a Thursday. There should be people on. I'm not playing a bot match online. So we left that match because they were in it too. So it was like we had the sweaty unemployed losers using like meta chasing and not aiming. And it's obviously, it's like, no one, you could use the no aim characters. And it's like, you're 100% right. But I want to play some of the aiming characters in quick play and do an okay job. Maybe I might not win, and that's okay. But getting aimbotted by 3 dudes, like it's a firing squad, is not fun. It's not cool. It is not enjoyable. But anyways, our match, second match, we quit anyways because it was a bot match. We don't need that. My bad. My brain went into like little like overtime because I'm like, wait, we want long coat. And it's like, what do we want at the long coat? And it's like, do we want fur at the bottom? It's like, no, we can't put more fleece and fur all over the place. All right, and say winter. That's not how fashion works. Like, you're right. You're right, me. So right for that. Anyways, enough about me yelling at me and my internal monologue. Let's talk about how much these guys were losers in this freaking My Hero game. Not even like a popular game. It was a freaking My Hero game. But we loaded into another match and it was just like people. And I was like, oh, this is more fur. There's people in the match and then they were in it again. And we're like, oh my God, you keep on getting these people. It was horrible. And we're like, I know, we'll just play more careful and just have fun. And it's like, all right, cool. And if we see them, we'll just third party them, knock them out, and just enjoy the rest of the match. The entire match, those guys hid inside till there was like nobody left and then popped out. And I'm like, this is stupid. This is the stupidest. These are the stupidest people I've ever had the privilege of being in the same lobby with. This is like some like, they weren't good at the game. Like, I played like rank. I've gone to higher rank. I've seen some amazing players in that game. And it's crazy to me. Like, some of the people that play the My Hero game, if they played Rivals, they'd be so unstoppable. But these guys, they weren't like doing anything that required aim. Like, quite literally, they were only punching and doing the tracker shots, and then that was it. And they were hiding and they were running because they were like the meta characters that were like really good at running and hiding, which is really annoying. And then we got them in a 4th match in a row, and then we were like, yeah, let's stop. We already used up our like 3 or 4 games that we had time for to just like play or attempt to play before getting absolutely diddled by the unemployed losers that meta chase. It always sucks. I hate meta chasers. Meta chasers in video games suck so hard. And you'd be like, if you're unfamiliar with the term meta chasers, um, meta chasers or the meta is like in a certain state a game may exist in. The meta would be like this gun with this barrel and this attachment gives you the most like optimal combo that is most popularized across the player base. And that would be the meta. That would be the meta gun because that's the weapon everyone's using. And some stuff sucks because of that. And I hate metas because metas are like, if it's like it's a thing that like naturally kind of occurs, like early 2000s. I'm getting off topic. I'm talking about the dawn of video games here. Essentially, people that don't have their own playstyle and they don't think for themselves, they only play what somebody on TikTok or YouTube said this is the meta and this is what everyone's using and this is the build you use or this is the options, these are the perks, these are the other things you're gonna get. That's the meta. That's how that works. And it sucks butt because then you have to fight them. And they're on meta and you could just be like trying to do your own thing, have fun, and you're not having fun because you're fighting these guys that are like doing like 2 bullets to the body and killing you instantly. And it just ruins the fun. Because I hate meta because if it's one of those things to where I played games to where I'm like, damn, before the game launch, I'm like, I want to play like this character because I think they're badass and they look really cool, or they have like a really big gun, or they throw bombs and I want to throw bombs and blow people up. Bombs be janky. And then they'll come out and they'll turn out to be meta. I'm like, well, dang. That sucks. But I'm still going to play them because I already said I was going to play them. Also, did I make my body too long? No, it's a long coat. But, man, I was just like thinking about how I want to do my posing. But, essentially, the meta is just a super popular combination of characters, weapons, or builds, and people who chase that and use that and abuse that suck. And as soon as that stuff changes, they'll go to the new thing. And they're essentially just like people that don't got personalities. Like, you ever talk to somebody and they're like, oh man, I love this show. And they'll talk to somebody else and they'll just like start trash talking the show. And it's like, what are you doing? You just said how much you loved it. And it's like, no, I don't. I never said that. Those weren't the words I said. At least that's how I view it, at least. And I feel about it. Sometimes. And I meditate sometimes, because sometimes in a video game, you gotta do it sometimes, because everyone in the player base is doing it. If you want to keep playing the game, you gotta do it sometimes. And my ears really itchy, and it's really hard to think, because all I want to do is rip off my ear because it's just itchy. And I can't think. And most of the time, the meta is no skill, because the meta weapons are most of the time going to be like, oh my gosh, this is a nuclear warhead. You win the game. Good job. My hips should be like around here. Long coats are hard, alright? I was trying not to like stretch out my proportions. I won't. Do I need a reference photo? Give me a second. Pull up reference. There we go. I just realized I pulled up the reference photo and I blocked chat so I can't see your wonderful messages that you're definitely not typing or maybe typing. I don't know. You're definitely typing. I'm going to manifest words that are appearing on my screen right now. I'm manifesting it. You guys ever hear about manifesting? It's the most like crackpot thing, but I'm also all about it sometimes. You have to manifest it, but manifesting is essentially what somebody just thought up to where it's like if you put out enough positive energy or you're positive enough and you devote enough of your thought process to something like I'm going to have a girlfriend or something, or I'm going to make money, or I'm going to find a home. It's more of like a chance thing. Like if you believe you're going to go out today and find a good deal on a used car that you need, you're attempting to manifest that thing to happen. And that's what manifesting is, essentially. Need a Josh dish. Is it all wrong? Gonna give it a good old erase. Now, I've been thinking about this a lot lately, and you guys ever see like or heard of Charlie Brown, that old cartoon? They got like a cajillion billion like TV specials, and they always play it around like Christmas time. I'm not sure if you ever had the privilege or misprivilege of having to watch Charlie Brown. I will say I never got to watch Charlie Brown because my mom was like, I don't like Charlie Brown because everyone's so mean to him the entire time, and it doesn't make sense why everyone's always mean to Charlie Brown, because Charlie Brown's like, maybe he's a little sad for a kid, but like he's a little pragmatic, you know? He's just not super all sunshines and rainbows, and that's okay. But everyone's really mean to Charlie Brown because of it. And I can't get this shape right. I like drawing this shape, but I just, for some reason, I'm struggling with just getting it in this handheld format. But essentially, I never got to watch Charlie Brown because Charlie Brown is not negative. He's a fine kid. But my mom never let me watch it because everyone's so mean to him. And it's just so mean-spirited. And she was just like, yeah, no, you're not watching this. Everyone's just mean to Charlie Brown, and it's just not nice. And it sucks. And it sucked extra hard because that's how it was for me, to where everyone was just like mean to me for no reason. And I don't like Charlie Brown now because I'm just like, I watch it and I'm like, all I see, I'm like, yo, I'm like, this is just like a kid just being himself and everyone's just hating him for it. And I'm like, yeah, I don't like Charlie Brown as much. And everyone's like, and I meet some people that were like crazy about it. And they're like, oh my gosh, I love Charlie Brown. It's like, yeah, cool. I can't get this shape right. It's starting to infuriate me. I keep on stretching out and trying to talk, but apparently I can't talk about Charlie Brown and draw a shape correctly without a reference photo. I need my reference photo. Okay, there we go. Now I can do it. I'm trying to do that from memory, from like one glimpse. There we go. Make that a little skinnier. Wait, if I'm grabbing it from there, then these bits should be going over. It's so hard to get the right grip on things sometimes. This is one of those moments in my sketchbook to where this section of me drawing it would have been turned into just gray. It would have been grayed out into oblivion. Because I just couldn't get this one grab right. One grip. I think I want them to be more like, yeah. no, 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 no. I want the points to come up. This is one of those shapes I also like doing is antlers. You're like, antlers? What do you mean antlers? Like on a deer. Antlers on a deer are such interesting shapes in nature. There's always like that one thing as an artist where there's one thing to where it's like, you're like, oh, that's boring. I don't want to draw that. And then you start drawing it and you're like, ooh, this is really interesting. Like I remember doing like horns and goat horns and all of those things because a bunch of people were like, yo, give me like heavy metal, give me rock and roll stuff. And I'm like, all right, cool. And I'll start like doodling and drawing it. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, I did it. And I'm like, horns are kind of cool. But I was like, whenever I drew them on my characters, I was like, I'm not a big fan of horns. But one thing I did like a lot were antlers. Antlers are so unique every time for a deer. I'm not sure if they all grow the exact same way for certain species or not. Like white-tailed and reindeers having completely different antler formations, totally, or like how they grow would make sense. But, I'm just trying to get this shape correct right now. Essentially, I do not know if all antlers are the same, but I just thought it was super cool because antlers grow in such a unique way and they just fall out, like they just molt. I'm like, and they're just so much fun to draw because they just have the points. I like the points on the antler. They're my favorite part of the antler are the points. The pointy bits are the best bits, all right? It's like having a little crown of knives on your head. I love deer. Deer are such a good animal. Not even because of like Alice or any of that has been bull crap. Like, there's somebody that we know that hunts and we get venison around this time of year and it's so good. It's so, so good. I cannot explain to you how much, and it's definitely one of those acquired tastes. I remember first time I had it, I was like, it's okay. It's not that best. It's not the best meat ever. I still want chicken more than venison. But now I'm like, no, I'm like, I don't want chicken. I want venison. Venison is so good. It's stupid. Yeah, I'm never going to get this shape right. I'm going to be here all day trying to do this, and I just can't do it. Bones are hard. Because if you don't draw often, they're all structure. They're all structure. There's no, like, if, ands, or buts, and this pose is not ideal for it, and I hate it so much. And I'm, like, literally getting lightheaded and just getting frustrated just doing this. And it's even harder because I am doing this on one layer. Gonna erase it, and I did just want to kind of draw, or attempt to draw, a deer skull. I haven't done those in a while. I'll put those in any of my doodles, and I'm like, ooh, I want to do a deer skull. But the pose wasn't right. And trying to have it, like, peek out and having the antler be formed correctly wasn't working. Wasn't working. And my god damn it. There's another reason I haven't freaking streamed lately too. My eyeballs have been spasming. Like the little like bottom part or like the top part of my eye would just like have like little muscle spasms, and I'm like, and normally when I get those, I was like, all right, time for me to like take a break from the computer or like do other stuff. And it's just like one of those new things my body started doing, and it's annoying as hell. But anyways, enough about my spasms and lack of skill to be capable of drawing a deer skull like I wanted. There's a part of me to where I just want to do like big old demon hands. They just kind of like creep out and you just kind of... extra long fingers. Big knuckles. Something like that. Mainly fingers that are just disproportionate and they're like, ooh, that's kind of blinky and icky. You ever tried wearing the gloves with the elongated fingers? I remember I had a Halloween costume with the long fingers once, and it was really scary. A lot of people got freaked out by it, but it was not ideal because I couldn't grab anything, I couldn't do anything, I couldn't open doors. I was just kind of sitting there with super long fingers that were kind of worthless and useless. And just kind of shucked. Another long arm. You know, I really did want to just kind of do like a sitting pose, but I don't think that's a thing that's gonna happen. What if I just did like a mitten? I was just like, oh, funny mitten. Boop. We just have demon hand, and then we just have mitten. Oh. This is what another part where when I'm doing a doodle, I'm like, yeah, I'm not feeling this one anymore. That's what I hate when I do art sometimes, especially when I do it on stream. I'm like, oh my god, I gotta commit because people want to see it finished. But like, whenever I just stop feeling something, I'm like, yeah, this one isn't it. This pose isn't ideal. The line work is shoddy. I've erased a gajillion billion times, and the original concept was lost. I'm gonna keep the face, though. The face is good. A nice page, though. I might come back to this one in the future. Maybe. I always say that, and I never do. I added another tongue. And another tongue. That's just weird. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Alright, I'm gonna save. I am going to have to stop because my eyeballs are being weird, and I kind of need eyeballs. You know what I mean? You need eyeballs to, like, see and to stream and to do games and conversate. Unless if I just close my eyes and just keep talking. Unless if that's what you want. I'll do that if you want, and we'll just have this on the screen. You just stare into those two eyes going in different directions. But I don't want to end. I want to keep going. Oh, okay. We will maybe, if I'm not sick. I've been sick and asleep so much. I want to stream, but I can't. But I want to. Oh. Okay. I'm going to end this here. I want to thank you for watching this short doodle stream to where it's just been worthless and it's just been me talking and not doing a good job at it. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. It helps a ton. We have Discord in the description to let you know when stream starts and if there's any delays. And there's been a lot of delays because I've just been horribly sick because of this holiday season. I hate holiday season. I liked all the, like, good feelings, but also seasonal depression is horrible. But anyways, just thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But what do you want me to do? I need my eyeballs to work, and they're not working right now. So I am calling it here. So wait, what's the words I'm looking for? Oh yeah. So it is goodbye, 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 goodbye.